it's always been middling or poor results.
Yeah, but this guy's always been good. He just... The coolest part I think about this lineup and what I appreciate is they all work together really well. Maybe like individually, if maybe it's like, oh, hold that thought, is KP likely going to die here?
Work together to finish off KP for the first blood, which is winning 1v1 matchups.
Oh, Limp is like the king of winning lanes. He actually, even when they were bad and stuff like that, that old squad that he was a part of, he always won lanes. That was never the problem with Limp. You're never like, man, Limp just lost his lane for the 15th time. It was like, Limp won his lane. Can he get something out of it? As most likely going to go down here, Armel.
Good rotations
TP though by
from
Tims.
Fada and Hanskin. Armel, he's slowly regenning, but it's not going to be good enough. Hanskin, this game.
This Enigma won't make space for you, and we see that off the bat. He's going to hit a very nice stun, get in front of 33, make it so that it's impossible for him to survive.
Just sitting on the high ground, waiting for KP to run up, and he will run into his doom, especially with time of dilation. They don't even need the Chronosphere, I think.
No, they got him.
Yeah, they got him. It's so good if this safe laner can actually kill the offlane tower before he rotates. Mid lane, we're going to watch Tims try and protect the mid tower while the Alchemist is away farming jungle, but he will die, and it looks like the tower may fall as well. So Alliance already picking up the pace, putting the pressure on these early objectives.
From move Gabby around the map.
All right, now what are you going to do with this? March and Gabby, they're actually going to turn and fight and maybe kill 33. He is able to walk away. The telekinesis
on
put
top
of the cliff with Limp just laying into him with that life drain. So Gabby will eventually die here, and so will March, as he cannot get away from Nico Baby. Once again, Alliance are able to get kills without having to use their Chronosphere.
But they're going to lose the top tower for this. This is where KP's game now gets enabled. Like I said, even though he has Roar, he's not going to move. He wants you to move to him. So they're going to grab this tower. And what I'd really like for them to do is just completely own this side of the map.
Hanskin setting up to go for the 10-minute bounty rune. Is actually going to get the telekinesis toss up into the cliff area from KP, so he's a little bit delayed, retreating backwards, but they're going to turn with the Primal Roar. Limp, though, coming in from the side. Get the bounty rune and get out. That's the play for TNC, but they may not be able to do so as Nico Baby actually pops the Chronosphere. He had to time walk in, so he had to save himself with the Chrono. It looks like Tims will pay the ultimate price at top lane. Fada. Don't think you're getting away from this one, my friend.
Fada is so incredibly dead. Hadouken.
Leads into what we were talking about, a very mid-game focused. Gabby does actually find Fada here, but with the TP rotations, Gabby quickly realizes he can't stick around. He's going to be caught by the Ice Path, Micropyre, taking so much damage already, but there's no real catch. And now TNC, actually just some extra space being thrown out by K. Alliance, they are giving up so much ground, and now they're going to give away hero kills as well. Gabby, though, may be in trouble. Look at Fada. He's trying to sacrifice his body to make sure Gabby doesn't get too far away, but do they have any lockdown? They're going to have to use the Chronosphere to make sure that Gabby does die here. The chain heal going off is not going to make a difference.
So quickly.
Hanskin, with a haste rune that he found, will try and get the kill on a Gabby. Thanks to the splitter steal, he will be able to land the Ice Path follow-up, and Gabby's still not dead. Now the Primal Roar coming in from the side. KP, he actually wants to fight this one. That's because Armel is coming in. Unstable Concoction, nailing the Pugna. Got the Decrepify off. That's going to be able to buy Limp sometime, but Fada's already dead on the side, and Limp is eventually going to die to the chase down. That is a kill streak being given to Armel as well.
I'll actually just get caught anyways. The Eidolon's trying to find him right now. If he pops the Pulse Nova, he'll know for sure, but gets the Yules off.
That'll be just an easy chain stun combo.
They might even decide to go high ground here.
Oh. Yeah, able to kill more than just one core in a team fight, but we'll have to see. Especially with the BKB. Armel is now going to go for a heart after the BKB blink that he's picked up.
Right now, they're trying to see if they can get any stragglers here. The instant jump in on a Limp.
The Hawk manages to find the Pugna, leading into the Primal Roar just to make sure that the mid-core of Alliance does die, and the tier 2 is now theirs.
They can just go Roshan out.
4 bounty runes for this time, and a kill, looks like Espada. Okay, the Chronosphere laid out with no Chemical Rage, no BKB activated either. This is a good time to get a lot of damage onto this. Oh, and if he gets a little bit more stuns, the Chen Heal going down. Armel finally pops the BKB, but he still goes down, so that is a big win for Alliance. KP now going to try and make it back. Ice Path, not quite long enough. Nico Baby not quite lucky enough to be able to get a bash. Maybe with the, the Black Hole from Tims. 3-man Black Hole with the axes over the top, but they need a little little bit more damage. It's just not quite enough. They'll be able to get the Ruinwood kill, yes, but Nico Baby is still the monster you need to be able to defeat here. Gabby, now the damage is going to be here, but he immediately gets RP'd by 33. Nico Baby doesn't want to challenge the Leshrac, though. He wants to get out of this fight. There's the Ice Path, but it doesn't actually hit Gabby, so he'll be able to get the stun back in. Nico Baby going back in with a time walk. You can't time walk into that fight. You don't have BKB, you madman. He's going to try and get back with a second time walk. KP almost catching up.
And Hanskin's going to get caught up again.
Poor Hanskin. He's sitting in there in the trees, but it was directly in sight of that ward that was laid out. Nico Baby does have the Chronosphere. With just the time dilation, he's really hoping he can get the kill without having to use his ultimate and be abused. He will be able to get that Aegis away.
But top, though.
He has to TP back to the top lane to be able to protect his tier 3. Well, that's going to fall. Maybe protect the barracks. They don't have Gabby here. Nico Baby has arrived, but he wants a better Chronosphere than just locking down this Alchemist who sits on the front line. They're going to slow him down. Now they're going to go for it, and it is just going to be this Alchemist.
He does not
don't
deal
really have a ton of damage to lay into him, but the Chemical Rage has worn out. Chen Heal going down, but Gabby and the rest of TNC is now here with the BKB activated by Armel. Nico Baby just does not do enough damage, and TNC are just going to calmly walk out of this fight. While the assault begins, and Alliance may just have to concede this lane of barracks unless Hanskin can get something really good here. Unstable Concoction leading off, follow-up Ice Path. Just chain stunning him, but no real damage.
He's in the back, but he needs to get the Rubik or wait for the Rubik to steal a spell first. I don't even think it's very necessary for him to have to lead in with a Black Hole. This is their fourth layer of in case we mess up. And that's the crazy part about their lineup. It looks so scary. See.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes the team can just play out of their minds, have good drafts. And this is like this is one of their last stands. You have to stomp the fight here. Nico Baby looking for the back line. He's going to catch KP first.
Leads off on KP, and that's all he's going to Chronosphere too. TNC is just way too split up, and Tim's waiting at the high ground, waiting for his opportunity to be able to jump in. They finally, no, they still doesn't finish off KP. He still gets Primal Roar. 33 doesn't catch anybody. Go for the RP, but he doesn't see an opportunity. Now he's going to let it down with two heroes. With the cleave, they can do some damage. Tim's just waiting this entire time. Eventually, he will show himself and try and get that one little stun. He's just a small little half-second stun. That's all he needed to do to be able to make sure Nico Baby dies. Black Hole still in the bank here as Hanskin's going to get jumped in by Armel, and that's it. Now the Black Hole comes out.
Give it back to them.
Stolen by Hanskin. He gets a 4-man, but that is all you will get out of this Game 1 Alliance, because TNC, another perfect thrashing.
I will say, especially in that bottom fight, which actually Tim's is amazing.